Steve would probably go to Cancun, where they have those clubs that they fill halfway up with foam, and go berserk.
Thank you.
I've only heard about those places.
I have a slightly serious one. If you had the opportunity to commission a fan fiction writer to write any kind of story, no matter how bizarre or ridiculous, what would you select?
Flashback episode.
What?
That's not specific enough.
Flashback to where it just shows reruns, so we get the week off.
Yeah.
Highlight episode, I guess.
Seriously, that's all you're going to give me? I've been waiting here for like 25 minutes.
You want to know if there's a... Wait, what?
I know you know what fan fiction is. And I'm not talking about like the dirty fan fiction. Although if you really want, you can write that.
That's something that exists to me.
Any kind of story that you would want in honor of Angel's life.
But
Did you bring your own elevator music?
That's not me. That's on my electronic device.
okay, so,
That sounds good.
not our writers, basically. You don't want to know what we want our writers to write. You want us to think, well...
Yeah, because I think you guys would make great writers, unlike the very first question actors.
I'm so
Oh, wait, no.
confused.
I guess you're saying what kind of episode would we like to see? I always said The Shadow Man. That's always what I said was my favorite scary kind of thing going on, was The Shadow Man, Twilight Zone. There are a lot of good Twilight Zone episodes that I'd love to have a throwback to. That's one thing that happened a whole lot. Yeah, for those who like Twilight Zone. I don't know if it's legal issues, but I love a lot of the old Twilight Zone episodes. Like The Shadow Man.
Well, that's the great thing about fan fiction. We can just put a disclaimer at the top and use anything you want. So I'll totally do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
I was just wondering, you know that fantasy art, I'm scared of clowns, I'm scared of flying dogs. Is there anything you guys are like deathly afraid of?
Personally?
Yes.
I don't like bears. Bears are wrong.
I'm afraid of that dog. Go ahead, lift the thing up. Yeah. Stay over there. Bears, little yippy dogs. Scare the crap out of me. I'd rather have a bull mastiff charging at me than that thing. I don't like snakes.
Snakes are awesome.
Indiana Jones
I kind of have it's almost like an Indiana Jones spirit. Like I can handle it if I really needed to, but I really won't volunteer to do it. Anything else? Spiders, kittens,
Rabbits.
kind of freak me out a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
My leg hurts. I can't feel my leg. Thank you, wherever you are. How did I do?
My question to you is as a script writer, has there ever been a script that you've read that you got, that you just looked at and said, how the hell did they expect you to do this mentally or physically?
Yeah, have you seen the show? You should check it out. Yeah, tons. A lot of the stuff with us playing somebody versus ourselves is very difficult because it's so unreactionary. Like when it's Dean versus Demon Dean, or Sam versus Soulless Sam, or Lucifer versus Soulless Sam's. That's really that. Sorry?
All those
Sorry.
different
Confusing. Jet lag.
I said all those different Sams.
Yeah, all those different Sams. And I'm not sorry anymore. Yeah, so those are difficult. Just because logistically, as an actor, it's all about how you're communicating with with somebody, but when you can't really communicate with somebody because you don't know what they're going to do back, because it's yourself and you haven't done it yet, it becomes very difficult. So those are tough. And then obviously stuff like the bees, that sucks. 40 to 60,000 bees, was it? 60,000 bees in a room.
60,000 bees. It's okay, they're docile, they're not aggressive as long as you're not aggressive towards them. Oh really? What happens when they call action, you idiot? Didn't think of that, did you?
And then, here's another absurd part, is they were like, well listen, if you hit them, you're going to piss them off, so just guide them away. So they wanted Sam and Dean to go like, and of course action happened, and we're like,
It always makes me laugh too, because whenever there is a bee, you know, he's always, you know, like craft service, if we're shooting on location or something, they're inevitably going to be there. We had one.
Nice.
We had be there. But it always makes me laugh when one bee gets around, it's like, and I'm like, wait a minute, I stood in a room with 60,000 of these things landing on me and going, here we go. So that's funny. Yeah, there are a lot of things that we read and we're like, how are we gonna do that? Fortunately for he and I, it's not our problem. We just show up and they've figured it out already. When I direct it, then it becomes my problem, and that's when it becomes difficult. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Toronto again.
Thank you guys.
Now, the episode of French Mistake, I personally believe is one of the best hours of television around. And I was wondering what it was like filming that for you guys.
It was, I mean, a lot of people, I guess, in a way, we never wrote from Sam and Dean. So it was much like any other episode where they're kind of thrown into some awkward situation and they've got to find their way out of it. So for he and I, as like actors, it was, you know, it was kind of the job as usual. It was the subject matter that was so kind of funny and yeah.
It was fun. That's a good point. It was one of the few ones when they actually called us and they were like, listen, we kind of really need your approval because we're kind of making fun of your lives. So it's not obviously your lives, but we're presenting it as such. We were like, sure, but we don't want to break from Sam and Dean. Like, we still want to remain true to who Sam and Dean are in this situation. So it was fun to make fun of like being Polish and blah, blah. It was fun to do a lot of those scenes. It was I think I was more nervous. You're trained. I think I was more nervous for the bad acting scene than I've maybe been.
You guys were great bad actors.
True.
We're apparently great bad writers as well. Yeah, that was actually very nerve-wracking because that, for me, was the biggest departure from Sam, like from being some version of Sam Winchester. So it was I just kind of tried to channel it. We just had to walk away because we were making him laugh.
He did. He couldn't continue to do the off-camera because his body was vibrating. He was laughing. That was funny. Funny stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Wondering, we're going to see a re-emergence of Jesse Turner, the little kid that has the power to level heaven, like Castiel does. Because I was thinking, especially with the new season underway, he could kick the vibes on butt, and he could put sentences together.
I'm just kidding. That's great. I love that back. I love that.
He was really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's 1,000 different ways that you know the writers can take any number of storylines. So it's just depending on which one gets picked and makes it to air. I don't know.
I think we certainly are both with you. We like him back too. We like the kid.
There's several people that I mean, there's dozens of people we've had on over the years that we'd love to have back. But
I think the question, in my opinion, what keeps that from happening is that it's such a big storyline that it would have to dominate the show.
There's a knob on the wall somewhere around here that is controlling the volume of this. So crank that thing up. I don't know
What is that?
what it is.
It's like with God.
It's called elevator music.
He'd be a good ally, well, he could be a good ally or a formidable opponent if you want to look at it either way.
I guess the problem is, like, Christy kind of doesn't know with the God character, is that if you've got that ultimately powerful being, the show loses excitement because you go like that, and, oh, the world's all good. So it's difficult to try and have that. We need somebody.
Maybe like a series.
What's that?
Maybe it's not big, but everyone thinks that, but if eventually when it's